Well, speaking of stories, that an update rather.
Right.
Well, the namesake of our rapper personas,
Okay.
Win Diesel and Shifty C,
That's right.
is back in the news again.
Okay.
Maine Governor Paul LePage is being accused of racial insensitivity.
What?
Over a joke about a Chinese investor's name. So not only is he talking about Shifty Smoothie and D-Money.
That's right.
Making descriptions of presumably African Americans.
I don't think he ever said that.
He didn't say that. I said presumably.
Yeah.
He also doesn't like the Chinks.
What?
Apparently. Maine Governor Paul LePage is being accused of racial insensitivity over a joke about a Chinese investor's name.
Okay.
The man's first name is Chu, pronounced C-H-O-O.
Okay.
Chu.
Right.
When LePage mentioned him Thursday at a Lewiston business breakfast, the Republican, let's make sure we get that in there.
Yes, jam that in there. Big, is it in capitals?
It is. It's all caps.
All caps, bolded, italics, everything.
Let's make sure, because Republican, i.e. racist.
That's right.
Republican governor pronounced it with the emphatic fake sneeze.
Get the fuck out of here. What publication wrote this story?
This is the U.S. News and World Report.
Oh my God.
This is actually Associated Press.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
What is this world we live in now? It's not like he called him fucking Chinky O'Slant Eyes or something.
No, he just went Mr. True.
Hard. He should be in jail for that.
Yeah, for a fake sneeze, LePage smiled and many of the luncheon attendees laughed.
They should go to jail with him.
Right.
How dare they find that funny?
Sure. The governor's office said Friday that the investor is Chu Feng, F-E-N-G, Quan, C-H-U-A-N.
Oh, Chu Feng Quan.
Chu Feng Quan.
Got it.
Chairman of the Chinese firm that's investing in a U.S. paper mill, including one in Baileyville, Maine.
Okay.
The governor's office said they have an excellent relationship.
Okay.
Not everyone was amused by the joke.
The only one that matters is the guy.
Yes.
It doesn't mean fuck if some other fucking politically correct cunt face fucking is upset.
Right.
If that guy's not upset, then what's the fucking problem?
Well, Cindy Hahn
Oh, Cindy Hahn is upset.
is a board member of the Chinese and American Friendship Association of Maine.
God, they have such an organization in Maine? Why?
Because they're encouraging Chinese investment in this country, I guess.
When was that organization founded? The day of this article, maybe? Jesus.
She told the Portland Press Herald that the episode shows LePage
Racist.
He's tone deaf on race.
So what? The guy wasn't offended. Chu Dong Fong, or whatever his name is, was not offended. Was he?
His name is Chu Feng Kwang.
Right. Chu Some Cud is not offended.
Right.
So then why is this? There should be zero outrage. If the person you're directing the joke at is not offended, you can't be offended. You
Right.
don't get the right to be.
Yeah.
The guy obviously took it as a joke, so fuck off, you fucking chief of fucking whatever.
She is a board member of the Chinese and American Friendship Association of Maine.
Ugh. The Friendship Association. How about this? Make friends with his fucking asshole before he wipes it, you fucking twat.
Right.
Fucking bitch. Shut up.
So he said, Mr. Choo won't be able to attend today. And everyone went, and they went, offended.
She's like, let me write that down. I gotta complain about this immediately.
Let me
offended.
Let me call the Associated Press immediately.
Yes, we got to get rid of this guy. We got to get rid of him.
And he's a Republican, i.e. racist.
Racist. It's built into his culture by being a Republican. Fucking stupid story.
I know. But again, this goes back to, you know, our comment that people are always just looking to be offended.
Yeah. The only one that should be, if this guy, whatever his name is, Mr. Chu here, if Chu came out and said, you know what?
Will you do it right and do it respectfully, Mr. Chu?
Mr. Chu! If Mr. Chu was not offended, or if he was offended, if it was him that came out and said, hey, that was fucked up, you know, then you got a reason to be fucking pissed, I guess. But he's not offended. He doesn't care. So why do you care, you dumb bitch?
Because, again, we're trying to control people and their, you know, their, what do you want to call it, expression?
Yeah, this is... Why does everybody want to live in a fucking prison? Why is it that these people are so willing to fucking imprison everybody into this one collective of self or shared thought? Why is that nobody wants to have a different opinion? Nobody, God forbid, wants to be not liking of somebody. Nobody, God forbid, wants to disagree with somebody. What the fuck is it with people that they're so weak that they can't handle not liking what someone else says? Why is that going on now?
I guess it's just a lack of upbringing that, you know, when you and I were brought up, we took a few hard knocks. I didn't know your father, obviously, you know, but I'm sure that, you know, if a good backhand was required, he probably did not hesitate to give you one.
And Lord knows you know who I am, so a good backhand was required.
Of course.
Of course it was. And you know what? It didn't make me a worse person.
No, it toughened you up.
Yeah. These fucking people. Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate it.
Yeah. You know, when I was growing up, there were 7 kids in my family.
Right.
All right. And as one of the youngest of the group, my sister, who's been here on the show, and myself were the 2 youngest in the group.
Right. Okay.
And somehow, some way, my dad, we went to church every Sunday, and, you know, I'm sure you went to church as well.
Sure.
We would sit in that pew, and, you know, for a child to sit in a pew for an hour and 20 minutes while, you know,
torture
guys up there preaching,
right.
You know, you kind of fidget around and try to amuse yourself and, you know, whatnot.
Right. Sure.
And my dad, he had this uncanny ability. It usually was my dad would sit on the end. My mom would sit next to him.
Right.
And then my sister, who's 18 months older than me, and then me, and then my younger sister, you know, we'd kind of all sit in a line there.
Right.
My dad had this uncanny ability. If you were messing around in church or fidgeting around or causing an issue,
right,
he had this ability to reach around my mom and just pop you on the top of the head with his knuckle. Just give you just a crack on the top of the head.
Just a thump.
Yep.
And you'd be like, oh.
You just straighten right up.
You're like, fuck.
Immediately. Just straighten right up.
Oh, yes. My dad's thing was the belt.
Oh, yeah. My dad's was the belt, too.
Didn't even have to actually use the belt. Just had to say, he would give me that, what'd you just say? And he'd start fiddling with his belt a little bit. It's like, hey, I didn't say shit, dude.
And I'm sure you didn't say, I didn't say shit, dude.
Oh, I was like, no, didn't say anything.
Right.
Oh, no, you must have misheard me.
But these people today, pussies, every freaking one of them.
Yep, they really are. I guess the timeouts didn't work so well.
Yeah, I guess not.
It made everybody into a
Bunch of pussies.
Bunch of fucking bitches.
Yep. Glad I never had kids.
Yeah, it's sad. You know, I feel sad for my kids because they're going to have to, you know, I thankfully will be dead when this is fully all the way integrated. But, man, my kids are going to have to deal with this bullshit.
Sure.
Bunch of fucking faggots.
Fucking faggot.
Fucking faggot generation. It really is. It's the faggot generation.
Right.
It just is. And I don't even mean that in a, you know, guy sucking another guy's dick way.
Yeah, it's a weakness.
Yeah, it is. It's just a weakness.
Yep.
It's an entire... I can't believe that our entire generation, everything coming up is this weak. You know, and even more to the point, I can't believe the guys of this generation.
Well, again, this goes back to that whole discussion we've had on the show numerous times. It's because they're raised by their mothers.
Yeah, but still, I know we go round and round with this, but I can't just imagine willingly being that way.
Well, but they don't know any better. That's the problem. They have no positive male influence in their life, and they're raised by their mothers, who's very effeminate.
Don't they see, God, even on TV, anything like a Vin Diesel or something, to say, man, that guy's getting all kinds of pussy. I want to be like that guy.
No, because they don't understand what it takes to get to that point. That's the problem.
I guess
you got to have a good balance of both male and female influences in the family unit to come out with a good balance of understanding.
Well, but I think you know, the black community kind of dispels that theory, though. Because Lord knows that is the community most well known to have, you know, kids raised by the moms with no dad, and they're way more manly than the fucking.
They have no father, a married father, but the mother is always hooking up with a guy who lives in the house.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? The baby daddy guy. He may not be married to the mother and whatnot, but he's around as an influence.
Right.
I'm not saying he's a good father figure. I'm just saying from a male influence standpoint.
And you think that in the white community, as an example, that the chicks just raise the kid with no dudes in there?
Yeah, they're less likely to be shacked up with just the next dude that comes along.
They think they can handle it themselves.
More or less, yes. I've dated enough single mothers to know that to be the fact.
Right, and you certainly haven't dated any black women, so.
Yeah, that's true.
What a sad time.
It is, I agree.
Just sad. You know, it's even into stuff that it shouldn't be into anymore. Was the Super Bowl last week or 2 weeks ago?
Just last Sunday.
Right? Last Sunday. Did you see all of the fucking crybabying because Cam Newton didn't stick around for the press?
Yes, because he left the presser.
Cam's a bitch for leaving the press conference. But more importantly, why does anyone care? Who gives a shit? You know, if you are not a Carolina Panthers season ticket holder, what do you care? You know? Why were people upset about that? Why is their pussy hurt about that? He didn't want to deal with it. What's the fucking problem?
Because outside of the family issues, a lot of people are looking to these athletic superstars to be the role model.
Okay.
That's what it's about. So for this Cam Newton to walk out like like he got sand in his pussy.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, that's not a good example for my son who looks up to you.
But wait a minute, that's what they're all teaching their fucking son.
I understand that, but my point is if they had a stable father in the house, the father would say, "Don't be like that, son."
Yeah, but they're these are the same people that are saying, you can't talk to my son that way. Your words hurt. You're bullying him.
I know.
But yet Cam Newton doesn't want to get bullied because he's part of this generation. He's what, 25, 26?
Yeah, he's a younger guy.
He's in this generation. And he can't sit around and take it.
True.
So he can't take it, but people are pissed that he didn't act the way that they fucking raised him to act and the way they're raising their own kids to act.
I agree, but you see, the thing is we look for outside influences to mentor the children. It's a messed up situation, dude. I agree.
It's so stupid.
You and I look at something like that and you go, what a bitch.
Yeah. And that's the end of the
And that's
thought.
the end of it.
On.
But the thing is that, man, you really let me down because my kid really looks up to you and you're this and you're that. And then you let him down. And, you know, the thing is why don't you take care of your own business under your own roof?
Yeah. I agree. I just am like, he acted exactly how they want their kids treated, how this whole generation acts. And then in one breath, it's like, well, it's okay to act like that. It's okay to be offended by everything. It's okay to be fucking not challenged. And then when someone does it on the big level, they get fucking upset. It's like, you fucking stupid hypocrites, make up your fucking mind.
I agree.
Either it's okay or it's not.
Yep, I agree.
Fucking idiots.
I know. I'm glad you and I are both past that point of raising children.
Man, you ain't lying. This fucking liberal, politically correct cunt rag mentality.
Right.
Oh, I fucking hate it.
I agree.